Hi everyone, welcome back once again, and this is another episode of Closet Hacks or Closet Makeover. So, in this video, I will be showing you a high-low dress which will be really good for a picture day when your family and friends are around, and these are the colors that you wear on the Christmas day. So, as you see the before and after results, so how you can turn this dress large dress into your fittings. Stay tuned and keep watching. So there are a few options that you can use, and these are all the scrap fabrics. You can choose any color from the dress just to um, enhance your fabric a little bit. You can combine green your net with the red solid color. So first of all, I will be taking everything apart and starting with the elastic. I'm gonna pull off all the elastic around the waistline. This is the bodice piece I will be just using for, I will be recreating. And if you are making for yourself, then I would suggest you to just add some solid color top or something. You can make a skirt out of it and make a solid color top. So if you have a fabric which is not really stretchable and moving, it doesn't have a lot of movement, just take your old top, put it on top, mark it, cut it, and sew it together. But for me, because it is a chiffon fabric and I need to be very precise with it, and the lining of this dress is lycra. It's a cotton knit, and it has a stretch to it. So I will be just taking off everything apart, and I will start marking on each panel separately. So after taking everything apart, I iron my fabric, put my old pattern on top of it, pin it together, and mark it. If you know how to create your patterns, that would be great. If you don't know, the link is in again description box related to anything in this video, so just go ahead and check it out, or you can use your old fitted top to create a pattern. Make sure you have a seam allowance, and then at the bottom I will be just straightening the fabric. Next I will put my lining, and I will put the top which I will be cutting the lining for, and I'm just gonna start cutting. Take your time while you cutting, and make sure your fabric is straightened up. Next I will be cutting the sleeves out of this scrap fabric, and right now I'm just trying to figure out where to cut from, and I think I figured it out. And then if you don't know how to cut your sleeves, again the link is in the description box. Anything related to this video, I will put all the links in the description box. You can use your old top and put the sleeves, and just create the pattern from your old t-shirt sleeve. Making a short sleeves here, so because I don't have enough fabric, so you can keep the length the way you like it. We'll be adding a belt since it's for a little girl. She's 7 years old, and I need to put some looseness around the waistline so she would be comfortable, yet I want to give a little bit dimension around her body, around her waistline. So that's why I'm adding a belt, so when we make a bow at the back, it will just hug her waistline beautifully. So I cut 2 inches wide strip of this net fabric, and I will be stitching in the middle, or maybe put some flower for decorating, and then I will be cutting the belt lining. Usually what I do for the belt is I take 3 times of the waistline, and that's what I usually take for the belt. 3 or 4 times around the waistline, so it would give a nice long belt. Alright, next is marking and sewing for the fittings. And when you finish cutting all the patterns, now it's time to start stitching. So first, make sure all the fabric is lined properly, and because it's, as I told you, even though we cut it before, but as you can see, because of the lining has a stretch, chiffon moves a lot, so that's why it moved a little bit, and I need to cut it. Cut the neckline according to your measurements, and I took 4 inches for the front, and from the corner the depth of the neckline is 4 inches and the width is 2.75 inches. And then I will be just gathering all the skirt, and I will create a bias or the longest stitch. So you can use the longest stitch and run it around and make a gathering, something like that, which is perfect for your bodice. And I sew all around the bodice. I joined the shoulders and then the sides of the bodice, and then next I will be just putting the bodice underneath the skirt. So make sure the right side of the bodice is facing the right side of your skirt. In this material, it is not showing a lot because the print is like that, but you have to make sure the right side of your skirt is matching the right side of the bodice and the wrong side facing you. Pin it and sew all around, and this is how it looks like, and this is the inner side of it. And next I will be putting the lining. I didn't cut the lining short because I wanted to keep as much as fabric I could, and it has little looseness around the waistline, not a lot of gathering, but a little bit because it's straight cut originally. So I did again a bias stitch, or the longest stitch, and I put on top of the skirt. So the right side of your lining is facing the wrong side of the skirt. I'm sure it makes sense. And then I will be sewing all around and making sure dividing all the gathers equally if you have any. And this is how it looks like after I'm done stitching. As you can see here, it's the wrong side. It was facing myself or facing the camera, and cut any extra threads, and this is how it looks like it. And from inside it looks something like that. All the stitches are invisible from the chiffon fabric and you cannot see it. Next, I will be stitching the sleeves. For sleeves, what you can do, just sew all around and make two folds and sew it and make a fitting and just insert the sleeves. But for me, because I just wanted to keep all the creases clean, and so I place right sides of the fabric together and I sew it, and then I iron on it and then make a slit, a small notch in the middle of the sleeve, and start pinning around the sleeves area. You can do the fittings first and put the sleeves back on later on, but the reason why I'm doing this because it's beginner friendly, and if you don't know how to do it, then first start pinning all around the sleeves area. So pin your sleeves around the armhole and sew it and then make fittings. I finished both the sleeves and then put them inside out, and I will show you how I will be fitting them. So as you can see, this is the wrong side of the fabric, and I will be pinning because I need to straighten up the fabric, and then I'll show you how to do the fittings here. So whatever measurement you need, mark and then just sew it. And cut excess of extra fabric, and I'm gonna make a little triangle and sew it so it won't be shown when my niece will wear it. And for the neckline, what I will be doing is first of all I will be making a button loop at the back. So I cut 3 inches long and 4 inches wide fabric, and I'm gonna stitch in the middle, and I will be cutting from the middle, and then I will put the bias strip around the neckline. So what I did here is I sew everything, and I take off extra fabric from the bias strip, make small cuts to give a little looseness around your neckline, and then fold it twice. And I will show you how you can give it a nice piping kind of look. If you have a ready-made piping, that would be great. If you don't, just cut on bias strip and sew something like that, then you have very nice, very tiny bit of piping going on around neckline. I just sew your belt together and take off any extra fabric. Make sure you sew on the top and bottom, and put it inside out and iron on it, and then make a middle mark and then put it on on top of your dress and sew it. And that's all I have done. Around the neckline I made some decorative stitch and put the hook and eye. The reason why I did a little bit decorative stitch is just to give a little bit more detail. And the belt is done. This is how it looks like, and it's really perfect for her. She loved it and she wanted to wear it right away. Hopefully you like this video. I know it's a little bit longer. I try to skip the stitching part, but if you don't like it, if you want to see in more details, if you want to see the skirt stitching part as well, I would definitely I would do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and your comments needed and your support is needed by subscribing and liking and sharing this video. Take care, you all. Next video will be coming up soon. Hopefully you will guys stay tuned and click on a bell icon so you would be get notified for future videos. Bye now.